I've rewritten the detailed academic explanation of business ethics material into English, maintaining its scholarly tone, structure, and depth suitable for a college-level lecture or study notes. Business ethics. An in-depth academic explanation for college students. Business ethics is a branch of applied ethics that examines the application of moral principles in economic activities, encompassing decision-making that balances financial profitability with social, environmental, and ethical responsibilities. In a college context, this material is typically covered in courses such as business ethics, business and society, or professional ethics, using an academic approach that integrates philosophical theories, case studies, and normative analysis to train students in critically analyzing real-world business dilemmas. Theoretical foundations of business ethics. Business ethics is rooted in moral philosophy, divided into two main streams: teleological, outcome-oriented, and deontological, duty-oriented. Teleological theory, such as John Stuart Mill's utilitarianism, deems an action right if it maximizes happiness or utility for the greatest number of people, often applied in evaluating corporate social responsibility, CSR, impacts. In contrast, Immanuel Kant's deontological theory emphasizes absolute duties like do not lie, based on the categorical imperative, where motives and universal rules take precedence over consequences. Additionally, Aristotle's virtue ethics focuses on cultivating character traits like courage and justice, while rights theory prioritizes protecting individual rights such as privacy and property ownership. Core principles. The fundamental principles of business ethics include honesty and transparency, accurate financial reporting, and open communication to build stakeholder trust, social responsibility, positive contributions to society and the environment, such as CSR programs. Justice and integrity, fair treatment of employees, consumers, and competitors, including voluntary moral commitments beyond legal requirements. Autonomy and mutual benefit, independent decision-making without exploitation, ensuring all parties benefit. These principles form the framework for corporate codes of ethics, often analyzed in college through models like the triple bottom line: people, planet, profit. Global case examples: Enron scandal. 2001, the U.S. energy company manipulated financial statements using shell entities and mark-to-market accounting to recognize fictitious revenues and hide debt. This violated transparency and utilitarianism, harming investors and employees, leading to bankruptcy, 20,000 job losses, and the Sarbanes-Oxley Act reforms. This case illustrates deontological failures in independent auditing. Volkswagen emissions scandal, 2015. VW installed defeat devices in diesel vehicles to cheat emissions tests, deceiving regulators for sales gains. It breached environmental responsibility and honesty, resulting in $30 billion in fines and reputational damage. Indonesian case examples: ethics violation in retail company. 2025, a prominent brand forced employees to pay 30 million Indonesian rupiah for losses or resign without severance, plus delayed wages, violating justice and employee rights principles. This reflects sales target pressures, ignoring moral integrity, monopoly practices, and misleading advertising. Some e-commerce firms faced accusations of false ads and market dominance, harming small UMKM businesses, contravening mutual benefit and fair competition principles. Tax corruption cases in large firms also highlight transparency breaches. Relevance to college studies and lectures. Students analyze cases using frameworks like the ethical decision-making model, recognize issue, gather facts, evaluate alternatives, act. Benefits include building ethical leadership skills, relevant for careers in Lampung UMKM or FNB innovations like Dunkin' Donuts, where ethics supports rural development sustainability. Assignments often involve essays, case presentations, or dilemma simulations to sharpen critical thinking.